We go to Pennsylvania. Wow! You know all these ice out protests that are student-led because teachers never get involved?
Yes, of course.
Well, one principal said, fuck that.
What?
I've had enough.
Hold up.
The second you try to attempt any of this, you will be suspended.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is more of what we need.
Yes!
Principals with balls enough to call strikes.
Yes!
And not give up.
Fuck you!
But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Friday. Sorry about not putting out a video yesterday. Usual content. Technical difficulties. Yes, had everything loaded up, and then my PC decided to play games. So here we are. Anyway, maybe a little late to this party, but I'm going to jump in anyway. All these ICE protests going around the country. You know, these student-led, protests because teachers never, ever, ever get involved. Well, the one thing we haven't seen is principals, superintendents, and teachers step up and say, guess what? Enough of this nonsense. You stop pushing bullshit like this, indoctrinating our kids, showing our kids out there, teaching them, and, teaching them. I saw one where you had 3 kids do a little play or whatever and basically say F ICE in front of teachers, and then you heard a roar of applause. That's retarded. But anyway, we go to Pennsylvania, where one principal said, enough of this shit, nothing's going down, and you'll like it. And if you don't, I'll suspend your ass. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Pennsylvania high school principal shuts down student anti-lead walkout. Yes, because, again, teachers never get involved. A high school principal in Pennsylvania is earning praise for shutting down a student anti-ICE protest walkout, telling students that their rights don't supersede the school. In a video that went hyper-viral on X, Wilson High School principal Daniel Weber is seen in front of a group of students toting Mexican flags, of course, who walked out of school with the idea of forming an anti-ICE protest. Quote, if you go back to class, then we're good. If you stay out here, we will get your names and you will be suspended, okay? Weber is heard telling the angry students, yeah, let's watch the wonderful bean footage.
We'll go back to class and we're good. If you stay out here, we will get your names. You will be suspended. Okay? That is your option at
The look on her face speaks volumes.
this point. Because you are operating outside the bounds of what was granted. That event was canceled. You left school without permission.
How much you want to think that principal had something to do with it being canceled? Just saying.
Your rights do not supersede the school.
Facts.
So if you understand that, that is your option. If you wish to return, Dr. Damiani will let you in that door over there. If not, I will be getting your names. You will be suspended, okay?
Boom.
Those are your options.
What are we doing?
All right?
What are we doing? Yeah, you know what? How about you go back into school and actually learn how to read? That's just a suggestion. I may be reaching here.
Your rights do not exceed that of the school.
Thank you. That is your option at this point because you're operating outside the bounds of what was granted. So was this teacher-led? Was this, faculty-led? Was this district-led? Wow. The West Lawn, Pennsylvania school administrator went on to warn kids that they face suspension if they do continue their walkout. Quote, if you didn't, hear it. You left school without permission. Your rights don't supersede the school. If you understand that, we're good. If you wish to return, the Dr. Damiani will lead you over here. If not, we'll get your names. You will be suspended. We'll go home and smack your parents, and you'll like it. Well, smack your parents. That was me, but still, I would do that anyway. While many schools continue not only to allow their students to bolt out of classrooms to join increasingly violent protests or ever planning them or leading them, or even planning them and leading them, because, like I said, again, teachers never do this. Principal Weber stands out in a stark contrast to others, more left-wing schools. Schools are walking a thin line by allowing these dangerous student walkouts. Several kids have already been injured during these protests. Some have been arrested, and many have been engaged in violence. physical attacks, and property damage. And of course, I just heard one where a student got ran over by a car because of doing stupid ass, ignorant ass protests just like this. And speaking of,
a student participating in a walkout at Palm Beach Lakes High School was hit by a car along North Military Trail.
And this is in Florida, I think. I think this is in Florida. Yes, Palm Beach.
Child was rushed to the hospital and is expected to be okay.
And as tensions
Thank God.
flared up, separate protest sites across our area, cameras capturing two people here, a man and a woman, appears to be maybe a student, struggling with police as officers tried to control the growing crowds.
This is in Florida. Governor DeSantis, yeah, you need to put a stop to this. Like Principal Weber, some states, though, are beginning to work to prevent school walkouts, including Texas, and Florida. Thank you, Principal Weber. Thank you very much. It's about time. It's about time we had a principal, superintendent. I would love to see more teachers come out and say, hey, you know what? No, we're not going to do this shit. Principals come out, more than them, superintendents come out and say, hey, you know what? We're not going to do this shit. The second you step out of this school and decide to do your little protests, we're going to suspend your ass or even expel your ass if you decide to get involved in violent bullshit, especially against law enforcement. Oh, no, it's our rights. No. Sorry, kids. Your rights end at the school doors. The second you walk into that school's got you for the next 8 hours. But how many times have we seen over the years where students getting ballsy enough to hit teachers, slap teachers, throw shit at teachers? I've seen chairs. I've seen all-out brawls in classrooms. This didn't happen when I was in school. Of course, me being an old head, from the 80s. No, that didn't happen. You fought, dealt with it after school, and you're done with it. 90s, same thing. Early 2000s, same thing. But once we got to 2010 on up, all of a sudden, these kids, growing little pubes, decide to get all mouthy and ballsy and start slapping and hitting teachers around. And of course, teachers can't do shit. They can't. But these ICE protests, where you have teachers leading the charge here, leading the indoctrination, leading the bullshittery that goes on, to the point where you got people getting in violent brawls with cops, and some even gotten run over by cars. Shit needs to stop. Shit needs to stop. There really needs more people like Principal Weber stepping up. Seriously, you guys really need to step up and do your fucking job. Your job is to educate the students. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Remember those? I remember those in school. But remember those? Well, you got kids who barely know how to read two letters in front of them, who barely know what 2 + 2 is. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, and it's retarded. But this is the society we live in 2026. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know there's a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.